my book journal tour. Now this journal I got from Carmel. If you go back in my channel, you can see the day that I went to Carmel. I have a vlog of it, and I got this at a stationery store. This is the Paper Blank Sacred Tibetan Textiles Shanka. Journal has a pocket, has an elastic, it has a bookmark, everything you need. Now, I'm not an artist, so this is not going to be beautiful, and I have really messy handwriting, so just know that getting into it. So to start, I have books that I've read, written on the spines of these books. I've ended up reading more books than this, so I just ended it here. But I actually started this book journal halfway through the year. So this looks a little serial killer-y, but the art gets better as it goes on. So this is where I track everything I read, the star ratings, and then divided it into months just to give me a good idea of what I read. And these are my 5-star reads that I've tracked, and I have hopeful reads. So I want to finish a book I've half finished, vampire book, I will purchase a banned book, film romance, a Japanese book, translated book, sports romance, green adaptation, classic, award winner, satire, disabled main character, bisexual, a play, and a feminist book. This is the cover from my June section. So how I do my book journals is I write the name, the author, the year it was published, rating, themes, did I buy it or not, what form did the book come in, how many pages did it have, spice level, and then my favorite quote. So throughout this video, try not to look at the quotes as best you can. So yours truly, terms and conditions. The main character Iris really loves plants, so I wanted to put some plants here. Physical TBR, I actually have more books than this, but I successfully read Dawn of Onyx, Butcher and Blackbird, Beautiful World, Where Are You, Easy Hates, Reckless by Elsie Silver, and Poppy War. But I have more books I need to add to this. So here I have favorite authors of the year, and so authors that I want to try out, and some favorite characters. This is just a note of my book awards of the year, which I'm thinking about right now. And so I'm probably going to do 2024 awards at the end of the year or next year. Here's my page for Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale was so amazing that I cannot pick one quote. So I'll have to do that eventually. So you'll see I have post-it notes where I've censored out the book. So yeah, try not to look at the quotes. But yeah, Lessons in the Origin was a 2-star. Stranger Dreamer was 5-star. Amazing. Here's my series tracker. So I've got Ruinous Love Trilogy, Aurora Cycle, Strange the Dreamer, Shameless series, Vampire Academy, Infernal Devices, Imperial Ratch, Addicted, Crescent City, Throne of Glass, Priest, Reaper, Villains, and X-Hex, and Magnolia Parks. So I've highlighted what I've read, and in yellow I've highlighted what books my library has. So I do a lot of reading in the library on Libby. This is Author Jail, like Lucy's Score, Things We Never Got Over, Jenna Darling for Lessons in Corruption, Lee Verdugo for Shadow and Bone, Kitty Robert for, I forget, Electric Idol or something. Jennifer L. Armentrout, I don't even know what I read from her. I blocked it out because I didn't like it too much. Beth Lurie for The Flat Share. Hannah Grace, she's just okay. She's not for me. And then Madeline Miller. I just keep DNFing and not really liking her books. This is a mid-year book tag that I never ended up doing. But Butcher and Blackbird is a 5-star for me. Dawn of Onyx was not for me. Court of Thorns and Roses. Silver Under Nightfall. This is one of my top books of the year. It's a vampire action fantasy novel with like a subplot of romance. And I 100% recommend. It's one of the best books I've read this year. Here's my page for July. Reckless Elsie Silver. Mercy. An intimacy experiment. There's a softball part in this book, so I drew that. This is about a rabbi in love with an adult film star, so it's like themes of religion, Judaism, intimacy, commitment, and I really enjoy Rosie Donan's writing, so I recommend that. Daisy Heats was also amazing. If you've read the books, you know what this means. And Sinner. And then here's my page for August. Really cute and simple. August, I read Check and Meet. I used one. I drew a chess piece. And Poppy War and Poppies, even though it doesn't really go with the book. And I have All Roads Lead Here. And my quote from this is, nobody in their right mind would let you walk away from them. Not once, and no way in hell twice, Angel. So, it's one of the quotes I picked. For Love Theoretically, I drew a molecule, because they are in the STEM field. As physicists. Plot twist. I should have talked about this in my least favorite books video. It was, yeah, the humor is really bad. There's a lack of build-up in the relationship. It was like all physical, and they didn't really have any tension. It didn't build up. They kind of got together right as the book started. So yeah, I should have talked about this, but this was not very well written. On the other hand, The Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon was one of my favorite books of the year. Highly recommend. It's hilarious. It's so much action, adventure, comedy, and romance. And 100% recommend. Series Graveyard. So these are the series that I stopped reading. Sacred Stones series, Inheritance Games. It was good. I just read the first book, but YA mystery is not my thing, so I'm not going to read it. Chestnut Springs, I actually am going to continue, but I'm not going to read the last book. Poppy War, I'm not going to continue. It was good, but it's just not my thing again. Part of Your World, I actually may come back to this. Fourth Wing, it's not for me. Skyward is a little too YA for me. It's a YA sci-fi series by Brandon Sanderson. And Dark Olympus, I do not like Katie Roberts' writing. So then I continued on with the Mead and Mishaps series. The Time I Got Drunk and Needed a Love Potion and a Werewolf. Rom-Comers by Catherine Stenner was disappointing. The romance was really forced, one-sided. The plot was far-fetched. There's a lack of tension, a lack of spice, and it was cheesy. So I think Catherine Stenner is not for me. Whereas Big Shot is this free hockey romance I found on Google Play, and it was better than rom-comers. Like, rom-comers were so one-sided that I really didn't like it. But Big Shot, this free book I found, is way better, actually. And I wrote Taco Bell in here because that's, like, their favorite restaurant in the book. Oh, Daydream, Hannah Grace. Writers and Lovers, which is really good. Literary fiction, pretty good. Aurora's End. The End of the Aurora Cycle, a YA sci-fi series. Immortality, historical fiction. And this is like one of my favorite spreads. I just love it. I went to fontsmeme.com. So go to fontmeme.com and go to text. And so I click a font And then it shows you what all the letters look like in that font, and I copy that. And so that's what I do to make these month titles. So I highly recommend that website. Or Jade City. I should have added this stuff. I own this book, so I have plenty of time to go back and add things. Sometimes you just are lazy. I'm a fan. Kiss Kiss. I drew Sir Percival. Few of the Flames. So yeah, there's a lot of issues with this book. That it was cringy, spice-centered, cliched lines, so I wasn't a huge fan of that. Left Hand of Darkness is written by the most famous sci-fi author of all time, Ursula K. Le Guin. That was amazing. Unhoneymooners, I thought the characters had depth, and they were funny, and they were likable, and they were sassy, and yes, the book was, like, far-fetched and ridiculous, but I ended up really liking it. October, this spread does not turn out because I drew the bat uneven, but whatever. Oh, and this silver, by the way, is from this pen. It's called Metallic Brush Marker by Ink, and you can get this at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. This is such an amazing, and it lasts so long, and it's so high quality. It's only $1.25. So when you go to Dollar Tree, pick this up. The only thing, I just wish it came in more colors, but this is such an amazing brush pen. I do it with one hand. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back and buy more of these. I have it in purple and green, but I really want it in pink and other colors. Susie, wasn't a huge fan of that one. Talking Jack the Ripper, Icebreaker, Hail Mary, I do a spider. She'll know if you read that. Grimstone wasn't great. Certain Hunger, I liked it. It was a bit of a letdown. October Reading Wrap Up, from worst book to best book. And then this is where I've continued the books read from the very beginning of my book. Here. So this is what I read in November. I recently added these animal stamps, so I think they're really cute. I've read a book, a word bank. So, and I do Frankenstein. Frankenstein's skin is not green, it's actually yellow. So I didn't know that. So I thought I'd draw a little bit of that. Before I Let Go. Funny story, they smoke in it. So I do that. Really enjoyed that. Oh, here's November. This is another font from fontsmeme.com. So yeah, this one's cute. I wanted a hippie vibe. Okay. We have Kirby Coast Summer, Everything I Know About Love, Leather and Luck. These are some Goodreads award winners or nominees that I'm interested in reading. Here's my spread for Not in Love. And a list for things we should leave in 2023. My spread for Ancillary Justice, which I'm working on, and then my November wrap up. So I've written the books from least favorite to favorite at the bottom here. So that is everything. Couldn't show you all the quotes, so it was a little cut off, but if you're thinking of starting a reading journal, start right now. Don't wait till like a new year or something. I highly recommend it. It helps you remember the books and keep track of your reading, and I highly recommend it. It's so fun, and you can make it as artsy as you want. So I really love this. And I like started reading more after I started this book journal. So I 100% recommend it. So thank you so much for watching, and be sure to watch the rest of my Vlogmas videos. Okay, have a good day. Bye.